Good afternoon, class of 2024. I am Alicia Golston, your Dean of Students, and welcome to the Honor Code ceremony. While we are not able to be together on today, we will continue to persevere as you begin new experiences at Rhodes. Today, you will sign the historic pledge that is compiled of parameters to set a foundation as you join our community. The spirit of the Honor Code is built on integrity of self, compassion for others, and accountability for oneself and your fellow peers. I encourage you to use the next 4 years to explore new opportunities while examining the world's most pressing issues. Again, welcome to Rhodes College. We are so happy you are here with us on today, and I look forward to seeing you on campus very soon.
To the class of 2024, hi, I'm Joon Hwang, and as the president of the Social Regulations Council, it is my privilege to welcome you to this year's Honor Code signing ceremony. To be honest, I was looking forward to the pomp and circumstance of the ceremony this year. In normal times, we would be in a candlelit McNeil Hall with council members wearing black robes standing along the hallway, and you would add your signature to the pledge with the fountain pen. It's a formal tradition that Rhodes students have gone through for decades. Though we celebrate the signing of the Honor Code today without the grandeur and pageantry of years past, it is no less consequential than any other past ceremony. Because the signing of the Honor Code is not McNeil Hall. It's not the candlelight, the fountain pen, or even the black robes. Ultimately, the ceremony is about you, the students. By signing this pledge, you promise to not lie, cheat, or steal, and you promise to treat others as you would be treated. You are choosing to be honest with your professors and peers, to be accountable to the community, and to show compassion to one another. This pledge is not only an academic commitment to be an honest student, but also a moral commitment to be a better person. You'll embody these values every time you write a paper or take a test, and whenever you log onto a Zoom lecture or virtually hang out with your friends. As you grow and change over the next 4 years, I hope the Honor Code will help you to reach your fullest potential, not just as scholars, but also as responsible and caring members of the community. You are becoming a citizen of the world. Wherever you are during this semester, I hope you'll be challenged in new and exciting ways. I hope you will forge friendships and make memories through your classes and clubs. I hope that in this confusing and often lonely time, you will reach out and try something new. And although you won't have the pomp and circumstance of this ceremony to look back on, I hope you'll remember your commitment to do the right thing, because that's what matters.
Hello, and welcome to Rhodes College. My name is Sherry Turner, and I am the Vice President for Strategic Initiatives and Chief Diversity Officer at Rhodes College. I'm also a proud graduate of the class of 1984. You are beginning your Rhodes education at a pivotal time for our campus, for the city of Memphis, for our nation, and indeed the world. Both the rapid pace of change and the complexity of the issues that we're grappling with today point to a need for future leaders who are not only equipped, but are also committed to making a positive difference in the world. Those future leaders, that means you, will require new outlooks, broad views, and global and multicultural perspectives. Rhodes is a diverse community. Our students, our faculty, and our staff come from all backgrounds and walks of life. We are diverse in race, ethnicity, religion, sex, gender expression, sexual orientation, talents and abilities, and social class backgrounds, just to name a few. And we're also diverse in our ideas, our ideologies, our approaches, and points of view. For many of you, the Rhodes community will be the most diverse community that you have ever experienced. While such diversity can present challenges in other settings and at Rhodes as well, we believe that it is this diversity that will inspire broader perspectives, bigger ideas, and transformation. We take seriously our role in providing you with a challenging, inclusive, and culturally broadening college experience. And we expect that you, as members of this community, would understand your own multicultural, multifaceted, and rich identities and embrace the multifaceted identities of others. We want you and expect that you would value both those visible and invisible qualities that members of this community bring. We want you to be open to dialogue, to new perspectives, to different ways of viewing the world, and to honor the variety of perspectives that members of this community hold. We hope that you would look for opportunities to learn about diversity, learn about inclusion and bias, learn about what it means to be an ally, learn what it means to be a responsible bystander. We want you to enjoy and relish your Rhodes experience. But more importantly, we want you to do your part to create a community where diversity is valued and welcome, and to live in a way that ensures that every member of this community feels welcome, valued, and safe here. We see in you the potential for great leadership and action on our campus, in various communities, and in the world. We trust that you would be enriched and transformed by this wonderful, diverse Rhodes community. Once again, welcome to Rhodes College.
A culture of belonging at Rhodes has meant that I can find like-minded individuals to call friends just by being myself. I can attend an event where I don't know anyone going in and leave with a study partner and plans for the weekend. As soon as I stepped onto campus my first year, there were upperclassmen that looked like me that were eager to help me navigate Rhodes. They helped me find a mentor within my major, as well as meet professors that I would have never met on my own. There were also a plethora of student organizations that not only help you foster friendships, but they give you the courage to start your own orgs as well. Belonging at Rhodes, for me, means that there are no limits to what you can do, and you'll always have a group of people that will rally behind you.
The feeling of belonging at Rhodes came to me very quickly. Because our classes are so small, I was able to develop really strong relationships with my professors to the point where they really got to know me and to know my interests, and were able to help empower me by giving me the tools and sharing with me opportunities to succeed. And with that, that really made me feel like I belonged at this institution. On that same note, Rhodes' student culture is a very collectivist environment where students are very encouraging and supportive towards one another. And because of that, it was really easy for me to transition to being involved with student organizations and student government, which further solidified my feeling of belonging at Rhodes and really helped me make Rhodes feel like my home.
Hello there, I'm Brooke Lever, and I'm the president of the Rhodes College Gender and Sexuality Alliance. And I've been thinking a lot about this question of what does it mean to be a part of a culture of belonging at Rhodes? And I've come to a couple of conclusions based on my own experiences. Firstly, I think that it's incredible just how open the community and the students and my peers are to people who are authentically themselves. There's this big hurdle of being yourself, and I think that once you get over that, you'll be pleasantly surprised by how many people are in your corner on campus. Some of these tribes are a bit more difficult to find than others, but I promise you that they do exist. If I were to give myself a piece of advice when I first started going to Rhodes, it's that there's so many resources and allies and friends that you haven't even met yet at Rhodes. So be open to these new experiences and be open to meeting these new people, and be sure to use the resources that are at your disposal. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your honor ceremony, and I hope you have a great year. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
When reflecting on what a culture of learning means to me, I believe it's not simply joining a group or an organization or anything that has to do with really interacting with people when first starting off. After reflecting over my freshman year, I've realized sometimes you have to work on belonging to yourself before you can belong to others. And that's really important. I believe that what Rhodes does, and what's the purpose of college, is for you to figure out or have some inkling of how you fit in with the space around you. I believe Rhodes does a good job of allowing students to figure out who they are. Now, this is not going to happen your freshman year, but to make a long story short, in order for you to belong to any group or any person, you have to first belong to yourself.
I think belonging means something different for every student at Rhodes, but for me personally, it's always meant celebrating individuality while also coming together as a community to contribute to good, whatever good looks like. So, for example, my freshman year roommate wants to help snakes. One of my best friends and chief of staff now wants to lead prison reform. And one of my housemates has designed an app that allows people experiencing homelessness to request public transportation. Regardless of where you came from or what you plan to do, Rhodes doesn't force a Rhodes way of life or a Rhodes way of how you have to act. Instead, you come together with shared values and a wanting to do good for the world. And that energy doesn't fade away. Even as a rising senior, I feel closer to my class and the commitment to doing good than I ever have.
Good evening, and welcome to the Honor Code pledging ceremony. My name is Pramika Sriram, and I am serving as the current president of Honor Council. First, let's acknowledge that this is not the way we hoped to be together this year, and that this year's ceremony is a testament to your class's resilience. And although you have yet to experience many of the physical benefits of the Honor Code, like leaving your backpack unattended in the library, this occasion remains symbolic as you begin your time at Rhodes College. Wherever you are in the world tonight, you join the rest of the Rhodes community by pledging your name to the Honor Code. By pledging the Honor Code, you are agreeing not to lie, cheat, or steal, and that you will report any such violations that you may witness. At the core of the Honor Code is a commitment to honesty and the truth, enduring ideals which have guided Rhodes students for decades. This commitment to honesty has forged a mutual trust between all members of the Rhodes community, and every individual plays an integral role in maintaining this trust. However, my favorite part of the Honor Code, and perhaps the least evident aspect of the Honor Code, is the grace that it extends to each of us. Every day, each of us make choices, and they won't always be the right choices. The Honor Code recognizes this and fosters compassion when we need it the most, while simultaneously providing opportunities for moral self-reflection and growth. I look forward to the day when we can all be on campus together and fully experience what it means to be members in this special community. But until then, welcome to Rhodes.
Class of 2024, the commitment to honor that you just made to yourselves, your peers, and the Rhodes community marks just the beginning of the transformational experience you'll have here at Rhodes. Honor is not just a value at Rhodes, it's a tradition, an expectation, an obligation. Honor is an action. And this afternoon, you heard from Dean Golston, Dr. Turner, your amazing peers shared with you what honor looks like and feels like in action on our campus. Your peers named truth, loyalty, service, integrity, courage, belonging, compassion, authenticity, and allyship. And this afternoon, you were called to answer the question, not what do you want to do in college, but who do you want to become? Not where do you want to be, but how do you want to be? And these are not small questions, and the answers will be transformational as you start your time here at Rhodes. Rhodes College aspires to graduate students, that's you, with a lifelong passion for learning, a compassion for others, the ability to translate your academic study and your personal concerns into effective leadership and action in your communities and the world. We know that we'll achieve our aspirations together by putting our values into action. We know that our best days are ahead. Thank you for joining us. Be well.